As of today, the senator is the most performing senator that we have ever had in Kogi Central. We have had up to at least 5 senators. Even some spent 2 terms, 8 years. But I put it together. All the years, the time spent by all the senators, what Senator Natasha Akpabio did within a year surpasses every one of them. As of today, a lot has been done. So we don't have any reason to call her back. She has built roads. She has given us street lights in all parts of the local government area, not just a part. If you go to Adabe, the street light is there, in Okehi, in Okene, in Ajakuta, and Ogorimagongo. Then not only that, the police station in Okehi that was built many years ago and were not in use, she has rehabilitated it, and now we have police officers there doing their work under a very good and conducive atmosphere. Talk about water provision. That one is just like going to pick something from the floor. We have water everywhere, courtesy of her, within just 1 year. Talk about scholarships. Every month, she gives us scholarship up to 2 million naira to students in higher institution. That has relieved a lot of parents from school fees and other fees to pay in their children's school. Not only that, we have youth empowerment and women empowerment. A lot has been done. And a lot of employment opportunity that came our way, she gave it to her constituents. We have had senators in the past who says employment, but she gives it to her constituents. Not less than 50 youths have been employed in various parts of our economy, and they are doing well today. So, talking about recall, it was a deceptive move that there's going to be an empowerment that makes people to come out. And when they now discover that, no, this is not an empowerment, how can you be recalling the best senator of the year? What has she done wrong? She was sent to the Senate, and she's doing her job as expected. So everybody start leaving and going home. If you found anywhere within the senatorial district where you have crowd, it is because, one, probably that area is the ward of the governor or the unit where Yaya Bello votes. Not only that, another thing is that instead of having people in their various units, discovering that you have less than 10, 20 people at every unit, everybody was brought together at a particular place, not minding the units you belong to. Even the word doesn't really matter. What matters is that they want to see people gather so that they can have pictorial evidence that people gathered there. You will see link videos of people in people's houses copying from the INEC register names of people and signing, forging signatures. We have the videos, they are everywhere now. We know the houses where some of those things were perpetrated. We know who owns those houses. We know those who were there. We recognize them, they are part of our people in the community. And of course, let me also say this, that the purported recall is not by the constituent. It is being done by the APC. It is being done by few people in the APC. We have people in the APC who are not ready to be part of this recall exercise, because to them, the senator hasn't done anything wrong. She has performed excellently well since she came in as a senator. You will recall that because of the rigging of the election and the whole thing that happened, she came in much later after other senators resumed. And within less than 6 weeks that she came in as a senator, we've had a lot of projects already within the central. As of today, I drove my vehicle not knowing that I didn't even put on the headlight because everywhere is lit up. It's not a party alone. She's not concerned about the party. What she's concerned about is the constituents. She doesn't want to know if you're APC or PDP. Everybody is involved in what she's doing. Well, and as I tell you today...
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. Thank you so much. And just for presenting that opening statement, talking about the work that she's done and also your suspicions around who might be behind this recall process. I'm glad you've answered that because I was going to ask, well, what's the proof that the APC is responsible for this recall process? I say that, and then having said that, has there been any reactions or efforts by the PDP to stop this process, to communicate with those who have been attracted through empowerment process, to let them know what it actually entails and what this means?
Thank you so much. You asked of proof. Let me start from those who went to present the said petition to INEC. The lady, Charity, she is a special advisor in the government of Governor Ododo. She's a member of the APC. Out of the 5 other boys or men who stood behind her, I know 3 of them very well who are SA or SSA in this current government. And they are registered members of the APC. They are people that are known to us. We belong to the same community. So, and as for the people who got to know that they've been tricked with empowerment project for a recall, they all left. In fact, as I speak to you, the courses that some of them are receiving, I'm afraid, if in the very nearest future you begin to see what is manifesting upon some of these people who perpetrated this evil against our land. Because it is an evil for you to think of bring home somebody who has done so much good to the people. For you to think of bringing down somebody who took everybody as her own. She's not bothered if you are APC or PDP, like I said. I know a lot of APC who benefited from our programs. So, and look at the figure they got for the signatory. If within 2-3 days you started the recall exercise, you can get up to 250. But remember that all the parties did vigorous campaign for 6 good months. And all we got for the election is about 110. In the entire election that brought the senator in, 54 plus for Senator Natasha and 51 plus for Ohereden. Other parties has 4,000. So how did they manufacture the excess we have now? Okay. So that's to tell you that.
So hang on a minute. Let's go into more detail. You said you know the houses where that signing was taking place. Because the video, we didn't see that it was a signing and a register. Can you confirm to us that it was a signing of a register going on in the video? Can you probably mention those houses and the people that were doing that signing as it was going on? There's also another story making the rounds online as regards a WhatsApp chat group called a Fair Win WhatsApp chat group, where some people were lamenting that the people they gave the job to for the recall, they didn't do a good job. That how did the video circulate where people were signing? So can you confirm the homes in which those videos were involved, the people making those signings? Can you confirm names? And can you confirm, was there anything as this WhatsApp group that was talking called Fair Win? We just need some facts.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yes, there is a WhatsApp group called Fair Win. I've seen screenshots from the WhatsApp group on social media. So I know there's a WhatsApp group. In fact, the Fair Win WhatsApp group has been in existence even before Yahya Bello became governor. It was one of the platforms they were using to canvassed for him. Then the houses of people like Honorable Idris Ozi-Shaibu. I have a video where you even see Idris Ozi-Shaibu himself. In that very video is an appointee of the state government in Oboroke, in Ihima Oke local government area of Kogi State. The house of one lady, Deborah Aji Aisha Tomade, where some people gathered and they were signing these documents. They were copied from the INEC registered voters list, and then they were forging signatures. And a lot of other houses that I may not
confirm that they were forging signatures in those houses. You have confirmation that it was signatures they were actually forging in those houses?
Of course, the video is there. The video is very explicit.
You know, the video was not clear, so we couldn't see what but we know they were writing something. But you have confirmation that they were also forging signatures. And they also had another list. Was that the INEC register that they were taking from that and writing? Do you have any confirmation on that?
That was the INEC register. If you look closely at some of the videos, you can expand them on your Android phone. You will see that it is exactly the INEC register that is used to confirm voters on the day of election. Pictures are there, the VIN number is there, and the word, the unit, everything is there. That is what they were using. They were copying from that document into the sheet.
And of course, since that's an INEC register and everything was there, you have evidence as regards that?
It was there in the picture. Pictures don't lie.
Okay.
Okay, Mr. Nebe.
The video is there, very clear. Yeah.
Mr. Nebe. Now, I would like you to react to the position of INEC. INEC is basing its position on legal framework because this issue is basically about what the law says it is. Section 69, Section 110, both of the 1999 Constitution, Section 113, Section 116 of the Electoral Act, and then, under INEC guidelines and regulations, Section 1F. And what INEC has now said is that, look, the people who have filed this petition, they are in breach of the law because the law, Section 69, insists on verification by INEC. But no phone calls, no phone numbers, no email addresses, no contact addresses. How does INEC verify? Is it possible that these petitioners will now go back again and file their petition afresh? Is it possible? Or what do you think of INEC's position about what the law says?
Yeah, I quite agree with INEC because they are actually on the right path. And that makes me happy because I want to believe that the right thing will be done on this issue. If INEC can start like this, they are starting well, and I pray they continue in this manner. I don't know if they will go back to do the correction, but one thing is obvious. When you are stealing from the pot of soup, there is no how you do it that there will not be split of soup on the floor, because you won't be able to, you will rush to get to do it, because they are not doing the right thing. That is why they couldn't follow what is expected. They were in a rush to gather these names and then go and submit to INEC. And that's why they have these errors. So, to me, it would have been good to be punished for this by not allowing them to come back, because the process, except they want to start a new process, this process is flopped already. It's failed already. It's dead on arrival.
Body, the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, has raised concerns about the recall petition filed against Senator Natasha Akpabio, who represents Kogi Central. The petition, which claims that more than half of registered voters in the district want the senator recalled, has been flagged for major deficiencies that could stall the process. But what's the recall process like? Our Rice correspondent, Somi Maduago, has more details.
The recall process in Nigeria has in times past been described as a Herculean process due to the stringent steps to recall a federal lawmaker. Section 69 of the 1999 Constitution as amended and the Independent National Electoral Commission's 2024 Guidelines for Recall outlines the procedure. The recall process begins when over 50% of registered voters in the senator's constituency sign a petition which must have clear contact information for all petitioners, including their addresses, multiple phone numbers, and email addresses. The petitioners must also submit a certified true copy of the total number of registered voters in the constituency to ensure the authenticity of the signatures. When the petition is submitted, INEC cross-checks the petition to confirm the authenticity of the signatures. If successful, a verification exercise is conducted at polling units where only the signatories to the petition confirm their intent. If the verification passes, a referendum is scheduled within 90 days, allowing all registered voters in the constituency to vote either yes or no to the recall. For the recall to succeed, more than 50% of registered voters must vote yes. If this threshold is met, INEC will then issue a certificate of recall to the Senate President, who is then legally required to declare the senator's seat vacant, triggering a by-election. In the case of Senator Natasha Akpabio's recall petition, INEC has noted key issues. The petitioners only provided a vague address and included only one phone number instead of multiple contact details as required. The Commission says they did not submit a certified true copy of the registered voters from INEC, which is critical for verifying the signatures of voters in Kogi Central Senatorial District. INEC's National Commissioner and Chairman of the Information and Voter Education Committee, Sam Olumekun, in a statement, stressed that the recall process must strictly follow the Constitution and INEC's 2024 recall guidelines for it to be successful. Olumekun assures the public that if the petitioners correct these flaws, INEC will proceed with verifying the signatures at polling units using the bimodal voter accreditation system. Both petitioners and the senator will then be allowed to send representatives to observe the process alongside accredited journalists and independent observers. While no senator in Nigeria has ever been successfully recalled due to the high legal thresholds and political challenges involved, the process remains a key constitutional mechanism for holding lawmakers accountable. Somi Maduagu, Arise News.
Meanwhile, some Kogi residents are beginning to speak up concerning the submitted petition for the recall of Senator Natasha Akpabio. They say deception was used to gather some innocent Kogi residents to sign up under the disguise of constituency empowerment program.
I could be here for the recall of Senator Natasha Akpabio.
No, sir, we are not. We are here for empowerment.
But we are not aware about the recall by some group of APC.
No, no. So we are here for empowerment. We are not supposed to be here for empowerment. And we are given us instruction to go into our voters card. So that was the instruction given to us that we should be here with the voters card for empowerment. No, there's nothing like recall. We don't have anything against our senator, for God's sake. So why did we come?
This early morning, we were informed that we should come for an empowerment. When we get to the field, we are asked to bring our voters card. So they gave us a form to fill. You fill with your VIN and pen your signature. Then most of us will refuse that we cannot do that because we don't know that an empowerment can be done in this way. So we now left the field.
Joining us now on this show as we take a look at the controversial recall petition is Jacob Anebe from Kogi Central Senatorial District and the former senior special advisor to former Governor Ibrahim Idris on secondary education. Mr. Anebe, good morning and thank you for joining us.
Good morning, sir. Thank you for having me on the program.
Okay, can we discuss this recall, or rather controversial recall petition in your constituency, Kogi Central. And we are hearing what was supposed to be an empowerment exercise became a recall petition writing process, and there's an allegation of deception there. Now, as someone from that senatorial district, what's your position on all of these issues involving Senator Natasha Akpabio and the Senate?
Thank you so much for this privilege. As a member of the community, fortunately enough, I was in town the day the purported recall or obtaining of signature will take place. The information that went around initially was that there's going to be an empowerment on agriculture and women. And they were asked to come out with their voters card and NIM. It was when we got the wind of it that the actual plan is to begin to obtain signature for the recall of the senator. Some of us went out to give this information to the people who are on the line. And right there on the spot, people begin to leave the line. Because one, they don't have any reason to recall the senator. As of today, the senator is the most performing senator that we have ever had in Kogi Central. We have had up to at least 5 senators. Even some spent 2 terms, 8 years. But I put it together. All the years, the time spent by all the senators, what Senator Natasha Akpabio did within a year surpasses every one of them.
Guys, I know that Nigerian government is the biggest scammer, the biggest yahoo, but to be precise, we are talking about Kogi State. Ilu Bodaya, then White Lion. That whole government scene set up in Kogi is a scam. But I have never seen these crooks in action like today. Did you see what I saw? Because it is becoming a seesaw. Move closer, my people. You see? No wonder. I've been hearing rumors for some days now that the Senate President Akpabio allegedly paid former governor of Kogi State, Uncle Bodaya, that is Senator Natasha's arch enemy, the one that destroyed the roads leading to her constituency during elections. That's one, just so that she wouldn't win. Yes, I heard, and once again, you cannot quote me, but I heard that Akpabio paid him $5 million American dollars to strategize and organize how they would recall Senator Natasha from Kogi. I said, that is not possible. He's no longer the governor. But of course, we know that he's the godfather of the current governor since he was the one that put him in office. And once again, allegedly, I heard that they would have people sign a petition citing a vote of no confidence in Senator Natasha. Once again, I said, that is not possible. With all that she has done for her people, the roads she has constructed, the schools, the solar street lights, all kinds of empowerment, different categories. We all saw what she did in 1 year. I said, forget. I said, this woman takes care of her people. I said they were going to do a yahoo something. These people decided to go through the back door. You will not believe it. The government of Kogi announced to the people of Senator Natasha's constituency, just her constituency, they said that they were doing a massive empowerment program. So people came out, they came out, they told them to come with their NIN number and their voter's card. So when the people now got there, they had them sign their names, write their NIN number, not knowing why they were doing that. So some of them started writing, thinking that they were here to be empowered. And before you know it, the media started reporting that the process of recalling Senator Natasha from Kogi has begun. I said, can you imagine?
Large numbers of voters showed up to support the recall effort in the Ganaja polling unit in Ajaokuta local government area.
The indigents from across the 5 local government areas of Kogi Central said they had resolved to bring the senator back home.
Hey! Can you imagine? Yahoo Lele! Can you imagine? Now, some of the Kogites, my Kogi people, some of the people were like, why do you want our NIN number before you empower us? Why do you want our voter's card? What has that to do with Kilaju? So those ones refused to sign.
This early morning, we were informed that we should come for an empowerment. When we get to the field, we are asked to bring our voter's card and the VNIN, the number there. So we now ask why. So they gave us a form to fill. You fill with your VIN and pen your signature. Then most of us will refuse.
So we are here for an empowerment. We are just have to be here for an empowerment. We are giving us instruction to come with our voter's card. No, there's nothing like recall. We don't have anything against the senator for God's sake. So why did we call?
They took people to the collaboration center, deceiving them of doing empowerment, and when many of them, majority of them, get to know that what they want to do is not a normal thing. So all of them, they left.
And because they were doing this at several local government areas, do you know that they now decided to bribe some of the people that were asking questions? They told them, we want to recall Natasha. Help us sign this and we'll give you so. Can you imagine? So that was how the people knew what was going on. Some of the women in line, they were like, hell no. They started protesting, they started marching through the town, calling the government thief. Hey, God.
The video spurred this peaceful protest by some members of Kogi Central Senatorial District. Singing solidarity songs, the coalition marched from Okene Township to Itakwe Junction.
What is even real in this country we call Nigeria? Can you guys imagine this level of scam from the government? And from the rumor that I've heard, Yaya Bello will now present himself as the candidate to replace Auntie Natasha. Wallahi, Allah was even easy. Somebody that should be in prison. INEC chairman Alhaji Mahmood Yakubu Bonio my father. This is all the evidence that you need. You can hear the people saying boldly that nobody told them about recalling their senator. That's not why they were there. That what they were told was that they would be empowered. This one is 419. A very big Yahoo something.
We are confident in her. We have all our pride in her. How can Senate President be a judge in his own case? By right, he should be excluded.
And Nigerians are watching at home and abroad. All that this woman asked for is that the Senate should investigate her claims. Despite that, we all know Uncle Akpabio's history of sexual harassment allegations allegedly new. I mean, you guys must know about the woman who said that she slapped him some years ago, allegedly. Despite all of that, nobody is saying that Auntie Natasha's allegations are true or that they are not true. What we have been saying since the beginning is that you should give a fair hearing. Investigate. But instead of investigating, you keep doing like this, you are doing like this, you keep trying to silence this woman. What is it that you guys are hiding? What are you hiding? Now you want to remove her through the back door? The devil is there. We are watching this drama on our plasma TV. Guys, we have to pay attention. As this story unveils, Nigerians, you need to be aware. Because now a lot of people are reporting that Kogi people are trying to recall their senator. That is not true. These people are fabricating lies. They are tricking the people without the people even knowing what they were signing. So it is not true. If you see anywhere that Kogi people are saying they are fed up of Senator Natasha, they are recalling her, it is not true. This country, it is finished. Sefini. All you needed to do was investigate. No, Biko. You just have to silence her. The devil is liar. But guys, despite the fact that our government is full of scammers.
So guys, you've heard the whole story, how Natasha's recall now became a joke. Honestly, this APC, there is nothing we cannot see with the APC leadership. These people have brought a whole lot of crisis, corruption, name it, all the bad things you can ever think of has come with this current administration. While many countries are trying to get rid of, some of the things that do not tell good about their country, Nigeria is embracing it. We have leaders that can just come up in a broad daylight to scam people. We have scammers in leadership. Can you imagine? How did we get here that these people organized Natasha's recall, but went to tell the people of Kogi State it was an empowerment program? And people came out joyfully, happily, in the name of, being empowered to better their lives, only for them to be told, while coming, bring your voter's card, write your name, sign your signature. This was how they were able to gather only name, signatures, and also voters number without them getting contact. So INEC is rejecting this on the basis of there weren't contacts, addresses, because if you say you want to recall, you should be able to write your name, phone number, signature, your contact, or your address and all that. But these people could not provide that. It's really, really so sad that in Nigeria we have scammers. And the worrisome part is the lady who spearheaded this, a very young woman, a woman who I don't know what she's teaching her children. I don't know the kind of role model she wants to become, the legacy she's building for her children to grow up to see. I'm just wondering, a woman, when they say women should be given opportunity in leadership, you find out that each time we have them there, they end up messing up. Now, this is a woman fighting a fellow woman whom she saw how the Senate handled her matter. Now she's now be the one being used by politicians. Anyway, guys, this is a big lesson, and it tells you that Nigerian politicians can use anybody. Anybody could be used by Nigerian politicians. There is no exemption. There is no exemption when it comes to who the Nigerian politicians can use and who not. And guess what their plans is to use Yaya Bello, to replace her. That is even the worrisome part. The plan was to use Yaya Bello to replace her. So somebody who is very close to Yaya Bello was the one that is being used, so that when they recall Natasha, INEC would then come to organize a vote. And because it's an APC state, they want to use the APC power, the APC toggery, the APC federal might, state might, and all that to rig the system so that they will be able to be the ones to provide a senator, the APC. Then the rigging will continue. The poor leadership will continue. You could hear what that man said. Put all the senators that have ever represented the Kogi people. No senator is like Natasha. Within the space of 1 year, the Kogi people have come out to list out the achievements of Natasha and why they resisted Natasha's recall. It's really a thing, oh God, to be applauded that this lady, under 1 year, just 1 year, the people of Kogi are appreciating all her efforts. Even before she became a senator, she has been doing wonders for the people. She has been helping the poor, the less privileged, building roads for them. Even when she has not gotten this elective position, she has always, related with the people. And that was why her election was so easy. Yaya Bello was in power. Yaya Bello did everything. If you could remember, the road was blocked. Some of the roads were destroyed so that INEC materials will not be distributed. There was no mechanism that they didn't use to make sure that Natasha does not emerge, as the winner. But because of the love, in short, for INEC to have come out to declare Natasha winner, will tell you that it was not just that number of votes. INEC must have rigged to the point that they didn't find any way again to alter the numbers. Then they had to declare her, because we know that Kogi is an APC state, so they can do anything. It's in Kogi that we saw written results before elections commenced, So there's nothing they wanted to use against Natasha that wasn't in their disposition, but that wasn't in their disposal. But guess what? Natasha still won, because this lady understands politics. She won the hearts of the people even before she came for this position. Don't forget, she once opted to become, the governor of the state. She has always been related with her business money. She built roads, she did all kinds of things. She empowered people, before she even got to where she is today. And now they are saying no senator is like Natasha. among all of them that have ever represented the people of Kogi East, you know, none of them is like Natasha. This is a lady that even gives out scholarship every month. Can you imagine? From the little she earns, she takes out money that and go and share it for school fees. It's really so amazing, you know. It's really so amazing that the people of Kogi are strongly behind Natasha, and that is why, see, if this lady wants to spend another 2-3 terms in the Senate, she'll be able to get the vote because she understands what leadership is. She's like, you know, providing that democracy, benefits of democracy without asking for return. Now, there are no elections on ground, but she goes home, gives to the people. But for a typical Nigerian politician, understands that you only give when elections are close. You only give to the people when you need their votes. You know, that's what they understand. But Natasha goes home, relates to the people, gives to them, help them, comes to their need, even when they don't, even when she doesn't need them. She is there to give to them. Tell me why they won't come for her when she needs their help during elections. So guys, you have heard it for yourself. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, give this video a like so that YouTube can recommend it to others, and drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you.